Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Tassif, and I'm back with a new live stream. And some of you may have seen the premiere of my podcast episode. It was just a short while ago this evening. So thanks to all those who tuned in for the premiere and who watched the video after the premiere ended. So thank you for that. And I had said towards the end of the premiere in the live chat, I had said that I will be doing a live stream. So here I am. This is live, and it's good to see so many of our friends tuning in. Jake is here. That's our friend freshly from New York. Frank is here. Katie from Arizona is here. One Texas miner, Ron, is here. Rachel from Waukesha is here. Claudia Greenwood is here from North Carolina. Claudia, good to see you. Our friend Evelyn, EHR79, Evelyn from Las Vegas is here. Hello, Evelyn. Mickey Mooney is here, and Crockett is here. So Mickey, welcome. Crockett, good to see you. So let's get started, my friends. Let's get started. So there's actually a very sad news. There's been a death due to measles. A very, very sad news. There's been a death due to measles. Remember, my friends, we talked about the measles outbreak right here on this channel. We talked about the measles outbreak. Do you remember it? Rebecca is here. Hi, Rebecca. That girl is here. The viewer named That Girl says, hello, my brother. Hello, That Girl. Richard Miller is here. Hi, Richard. Good to see you. My friends, there's been a death. Terry Gilly is here. Hi, Terry Gilly. There's been a death due to measles, and we talked about the measles outbreak right here on this channel. And I hope that a lot of you remember the conversations we had. The numbers were not very high. It was an outbreak back then. It's a bigger outbreak now. The number of infected people that number was not that high. I think it was less than 50. And we were talking about it. And then the number went above 50. We discussed the outbreak even further. And now, reportedly, more than 124 people have been infected across 9 counties in Texas. Remember, I talked about a Texas county at the Texas-New Mexico border. I think you'll remember that. I think it was Gaines County, Texas. And I mentioned that the measles outbreak spread from Texas to New Mexico, and the number of infected people increased. More than 124 people have been infected across 9 Texas counties, and this number was below 50 just a few days ago. Now it's more than 124. And the tragedy is that a life has been lost. There's a growing outbreak, and now a life has been lost. It has been reported that a child has died due to the measles outbreak. The person, the human being we lost, the human being who passed away, it's a child. A tragic death because of measles. The outbreak is growing and more people are being infected. It is spreading. My friends, my goal is to always share accurate information. When it's a good news, I share that with you. When it's a bad news, I share that with you. There's a lot of fear. A lot of fear out there because of this outbreak. More and more people are being infected. The concerns are growing. People are worried and they are becoming more worried. How far will this infection spread and how many people will this infection affect? How many people will this outbreak affect? We do not know, but what we do know is that a precious life has been lost. A child is dead due to measles and people are extremely worried. My friends, share with me your thoughts on this. Share with me your thoughts about this outbreak. Amanda is here. Amanda, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the discussion. Tylin is here. Michael Brown is here. Michael Brown from Australia. Thank you, Michael Brown, for being here. On this channel, I talked about the outbreak. Do you remember that? Let me ask you, do you remember? Just write, I remember. If you remember having conversation right here on this channel about this outbreak. Let me know if you remember. Crockett says, I remember. Ron says, yes, I remember. And there are others who remember. Freshly remembers. Freshly is writing, I remember your coverage on measles. My friends, we will continue to monitor this outbreak. We must pay attention because we do not know how far this is going to spread. It's in Texas. And then it went from Texas to New Mexico. And is it going to spread even more? Now we know that there are people infected across 9 counties. 9 counties in Texas. And is it going to spread beyond that? Will other states be affected? Very, very concerning. People are worried. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And let me tell you, we must continue to monitor this news, pay attention. It is extremely important. And there's one thing that I want to tell. So please, my friends, listen to what I have to say. We must all pray for the family of the child who passed away because of measles. Let's pray for the departed soul of the child who died because of measles. Let's pray, my friends. Let's pray. Let's pray for the departed soul of the child. Let's pray for the family and the loved ones of the child who passed away because of measles. Garfield is here. Garfield, good to see you. Let's continue to pray. And we will monitor this situation. Right here, we will discuss updates. And my friends, I would encourage you to share any kind of information that you get. So after this live stream ends, let's say tomorrow there's some breaking news about the outbreak, some update. Share with me, send me an email, share with me, let me know. I will monitor, but I don't want to miss anything. So if there's something that comes to your attention or you have any kind of thoughts, Send me an email and say, Tassif, here's what I think. And let me know your thoughts. Or you can say, Tassif, did you see this? Did you see the latest update about the outbreak? Let me know. Email me, my friends. If anyone wants my email address, I'm gonna put it right here. Tassif@tassifanam.net. Please send me an email. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next topic, but I just want to say, let us continue to pray. For all those who are being affected by measles, let's continue to pray for the departed soul of the child who died. Let us continue to pray for the family and the loved ones of the child. Now I'm going to move on to a completely different topic. Another very, very important topic, very, very important news that I want to share with you. This is completely different. This is about international trade. I am talking about tariffs. Does anyone know what's going on with tariffs? Let's talk about tariffs. President Trump made an announcement on Truth Social. I don't know if each and every one of you saw the announcement. This is our president, the commander-in-chief, the 47th president of the greatest country in the world, the 47th president of the United States of America. He made an announcement on Truth Social, and let me read that to you. I'm going to read that post from Truth Social. I will do it right now so you can all listen, my friends. I'm going to read to you what President Trump wrote. Okay, I'm going to start now. All right. President Trump wrote, drugs are still pouring into our country from Mexico and Canada at very high and unacceptable levels. Unacceptable levels. A large percentage of these drugs, much of them in the form of fentanyl, are made in and supplied by China. More than 100,000 people died last year due to the distribution of these dangerous and highly addictive poisons. Millions of people have died over the last 2 decades. The families of the victims are devastated and, in many instances, virtually destroyed. We know that. Drugs can destroy not just an individual, but a family. Drugs can destroy a neighborhood. Drugs can destroy a community. And that's what's happening. Drugs, illegal drugs, have destroyed people's lives. There's devastation because of illegal drugs that are pouring into our country. Drugs that are made in and supplied by foreign entity. As President Trump said, a large percentage of these drugs, much of them in the form of fentanyl, are made in and supplied by China. President Trump goes on to write, millions of people have died over the last 2 decades. The families of the victims are devastated and, in many instances, virtually destroyed. We cannot allow this scourge to continue to harm the USA, and therefore, until it stops or is seriously limited, the proposed tariffs scheduled to go into effect March 4th will indeed go into effect as scheduled. And President Trump further writes, China will likewise be charged an additional 10% tariff on that date. The April 2nd reciprocal tariff date will remain in full force and effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter. God bless America. This is the message from our Commander-in-Chief, the 47th President, Donald J. Trump. My friends, it is a serious announcement. The crisis continues with drugs still pouring into our country from Mexico and Canada. And we have a leader who is not going to sit and watch. We have a leader who is going to take action, and that is what our leader, President Donald J. Trump, is doing. He is taking action. So next week, the proposed 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada will go into effect. And also the tariff on China, an additional 10% tariff on China. President Trump, if you remember, President Trump had announced the tariffs on Mexico and China, on Mexico and Canada, both neighboring countries, and then he kept the tariffs on hold. And now President Trump has announced that the tariffs will go into effect. And then, of course, the tariff on China. So next week is going to be extremely important. Thursday is coming to an end. We are entering Friday, and our friends in the Eastern time zone are already into Friday. So Thursday in the Central time zone is coming to an end. We are entering Friday, and then the weekend will be here. And the next week is going to be super important. The question is, will the tariffs ultimately go into effect? Will President Trump put the tariffs on hold again? Will there be new negotiations between the countries between now and next week? We have a lot of questions. So, my friends, we have to be patient. We have to wait and see what happens. We have to wait and see what happens. Now, my friends, what do you think? Share with me your thoughts. Share with me your thoughts, my friends. Do you think that the tariffs will go into effect, or will the tariffs be put on hold again? Will there be forward movement in the conversations, in the diplomatic conversations that will result in the tariffs being put on hold, or will the tariffs go into effect? Barbecue Pitmaster is here. Barbecue Pitmaster, good to see you. Debbie, good to see you. Minnie, good to see you. Kristen, good to see you. So many of our friends tuning in. Thank you so much. Good to see you. My friends, let's see. Okay, did I miss anyone? All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Tylen is saying, go read my last comment, please. Tylen, I have to scroll back. I have to scroll back to read your comment. Minnie is saying Trump is making America great again. Freshly is saying we need the wall now. Katie says Freshly agreed. Tommy Brown is here. Hi, Tommy Brown. My friends, if you are watching, will you please hit the like button? I would really appreciate that. Tylen is saying, I was just going to ask you if you know who I am. Well, Tylen, you have to introduce yourself so that we can know who you are, okay? Gotta introduce yourself, Tylen. Okay. Matthew is here. Oh, you're Jackson. Okay, Tylen. Tylen is Jackson. All right, got it. Why did you change your name? Well, that's okay. It's your personal decision. Okay. All right. Barbecue Pit Master is writing, every aspect of this presidency and cabinet is a major win for the country. I agree. I agree. Major win for the country. Absolutely. So, my friends, let's wait and see what happens next week. Friday is almost here. The weekend will be here. And next week is going to be here very soon. Time seems to be moving very fast. So, next week is going to be here. And we will know if the tariffs will eventually go into effect or not. All right. Now, we do have a lot of questions. We have to wait until next week. Now, talking about questions, my friends, do you know that President Trump reportedly took 1,009 questions in his first month? Did you know that? 1,009 questions that President Trump reportedly took in his first month. Now, that's a lot of questions in 1 month. Now, we know that President Trump does not run away from the camera. President Trump doesn't run away from the media. Joe Biden did that. Joe Biden, he stayed away from the cameras. He stayed away from reporters. He stayed away from media. Joe Biden did not answer questions. Joe Biden, when he tried to answer questions, he seemed confused. It seemed like he didn't know what was going on. Joe Biden is the kind of man who cannot really face the media and answer questions and present his viewpoints in a coherent manner. But President Donald J. Trump, he can handle the media. He can answer any question from any reporter, anytime. It doesn't have to be in the White House. It could be somewhere outside. It could be on his plane. It could be on his way to an event. It could be on his way coming back from an event. It could be outdoor. It could be indoor. It could be any time. President Trump can answer any question from any reporter anytime. Do you agree with me, my friends? If you do, please let me know. Just say agree. Just say agree. Matthew says yes. Butch says agree. Debbie says agree. Crockett says agree. Katie says agree. Amanda says agree. Richard Miller says Trump 2025. Tommy Brown says agree. Matthew Gonzalez says agree. Freshly says agree. Claudia Greenwood, Dan Decker, everyone agrees. Evelyn agrees. One Texas Minor, Ron agrees. Kristen agrees. Michael Brown agrees. Crockett says Trump 2025 MAGA. Frank says agree. Minnie says Trump has a sharp mind. He most certainly does. He has a sharp mind. And so Trump doesn't run away from the camera. He will answer any questions. And reportedly, President Trump took 1,009 questions in his first month. Can you believe that? That is a lot of questions per day. How many questions per day? Let's do some math, okay? Let's say 1009 divided by 30. It's usually 30 days in a month. Obviously, February has less, and some months have more than 30, 31. But let's just say 30 days. Okay? So we do 1009 divided by 30. That's 33.63 questions per day. In a single day, President Trump answered more than 33 questions on average. 33 questions on average that President Trump answered on average in a month. So this is an average, a daily average, looking at President Trump's first month in office. 1009 questions in his first month. That is awesome. And let me tell you, just for comparison, what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden in his first month had taken 141 questions. 141 questions that Joe Biden answered during his first month. 141. And for Trump, it is 1009. So that is a huge difference between 141 and 1009. AC Cruz is here. AC Cruz, great to see you. So President Trump's number is very high, 1009. And this is the kind of president we always wanted and now we have. Somebody who communicates, somebody who answers questions, somebody who does not run away from the cameras, somebody who does not run away from the reporters, somebody who believes in transparency, who believes in accountability, somebody who believes in sharing accurate information with the American people, somebody who believes that the public has a right to know what's going on in the White House, what's going on in the administration, and that's why President Trump communicates. And he communicates often, he communicates frequently, he communicates effectively, and he communicates with accurate information. So whatever is coming from President Trump, it's the truth, it's accurate information, not lies, but the truth, and accurate information. Okay? The days of the Biden-Harris administration, gone. Now it is the Trump administration. And the Trump administration provides accurate information. My friends, it's so good to see so many of you in the live chat. So many of you in the live chat. I can tell you one thing, this live stream is going to be quite short. My friends, honestly, my week has been very busy. My week has been very busy, and that's why my live streams have been quite short the last few days. In fact, there was a period of 3 or 4 days that I didn't get to do any live stream. And now that I'm doing live stream, because the week is still on, we have not arrived at the weekend yet. The week is still going on. I've been so busy, and so I'm just keeping the live streams short, but I'm doing live streams. Katie says, toss if that's a poor excuse. We love you. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. No, it's real. You know that, Katie. I'm telling the truth. Yeah, it's an excuse, but it's a genuine excuse. My week's been very busy, which is why my live streams are short. But over the weekend I plan to do long live streams. So, my friends, 1009 questions that President Trump took during his first month in office. So This is the real president. This is the real president, and we are very, very fortunate. So, my friends, with that, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. But before I do so, I want to end the poll and share with you the results. I want to share with you the results of the poll. The question is, are you happy with President Donald Trump's performance in office so far? 91 votes and 73% said yes, meaning yes, I'm happy with President Donald Trump's performance in office so far. So 73% of the people said yes, 26% said no. So 73% of the 91 people who responded are happy with President Donald Trump's performance in office so far. Okay. So, my friends, that's the poll result. Thank you so very much for tuning in, my friends. Brian is here. Hi, Brian. Good to see you. So, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I know it's just been half hour. I'm going to wrap it up, but I will be back. I will be back with more discussion, more analysis, and more commentary. So please stay connected, my friends, okay? Thank you so very much. May God bless you all. May God bless President Donald J. Trump. May God bless the Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless our U.S. allies. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. Thank you so very much, my friends. I'll be back again very soon with more videos and more live stream. Have a wonderful night, my friends. And remember, we will make America great again. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night.